Kamala Harris voters, I'm going to make you feel good and understand what's really going on, so pay attention, my fellow liberals and leftists. It is September 27th, Saturday, and I want you to understand this. Kamala Harris is going to be the next president of the United States. It is my total opinion. I'm going to break it down to you why she's going to be president and her pathway to presidency. In fact, I got a book club I'm going to talk about that on too in my Clarity group. Definitely get my Clarity group. The link is in the description. The link is in the homepage. And if you're looking at this from the Clarity group, I created this video both for the Clarity group and for social media. Here's why. I want you to see what a Clarity group report looks like. This is the type of reports I'm doing. So you definitely want to connect with it. If you don't know me, I used to work on Kamala Harris's campaign. I have 30 years branding, marketing experience for some of the biggest companies and most famous people in the world. Let's go. First of all, there's a pathway for it. And the more I see her book release, the more exciting I get. That's why I started a book club in the Clarity group called 107 Days Between the Lines. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. we're talking. Now, Saturday, tonight I'm talking about how to empower your peace in the midst of Trumpism. I'm telling you some powerful shit tonight. So you definitely want to get in the group right away. It's totally worth the investment. As I'm doing this video, is at a deal right now. So you want to get in because price triple up. Seriously, this is worth some money because ain't nobody in the world even telling you this stuff and you feel 1,000% better. So let's talk. Basically, here's the thing. She's going through her book. She's saying stuff like, that's not my focus, which is total bullshit. Her focus is on the book, but saying that's not her focus is total bullshit. It's total bullshit. And they know it. They know they're coming for. How do we know that the Trump administrations know that she's coming for that position and she's coming for the Trump administration? How do we know that? Because they're paying people to pretend to be Palestinian protesters at her book tour. That is not Palestinian protesters. They're not stupid enough to spend $100 to go to a book tour to strike at her when Trump's talking about Trump Gaza. They've been exposed. 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 So when you see that shit, don't be thinking that's Palestinians. That's not Palestinians. Bullshit. That's not Palestinians. That is exposed. And let me tell you something else. Social media people, this is going to be a little raw, so I might have this video disappear on social media. But there's other stuff that I have that are Clarity reports, that I talk about the real shit that went down in the election, as well as the real investigations going on this fucking Trump and the administration and who's going to jail. You want to find out shit like that? Get in my Clarity group, and it'll be under Classroom when you join, and go under Clarity reports, right where this video is going to be. There's going to be a whole bunch of other videos coming out. I talk about Charlie Kirk. I talk about, hey, listen, I get raw. But here I got to get a little PG. So even though I'm putting this in the Clarity report section under Classroom, as well as social media, for the first time ever, I'm sharing both. I want you to see just a little bit of what this is about. I want you to understand, listen, I'm going to say this nicely. I'm glad that Gavin Newsom is doing what he can do to help. But fuck Gavin Newsom. Kamala's coming back. She's coming back and she about to whip his motherfucking ass. He about to whip his ass. In that primary, she's coming back. You can see it in the interviews. The look in her eyes. Black women, co-sign on this. Black women, co-sign on this. You know, brown women, co-sign on this. You see that look in her eye. Have you seen her interviews? Rachel Maddow, Joy, have you? Yo, I grew up with a black woman, my sister, who basically been an attorney for 45 years. And I know a motherfucker. I ain't know shit about no. Let me tell you about Kamala Harris, and then I'll walk you through her pathway to presidency. Let me tell you about Kamala Harris for a minute. I ain't know jack shit about no Kamala Harris until 2020 primary. That black woman climbed inside of Joe Biden's ass. That's why I respect Joe Biden so much. Because I ain't never seen a white man say, ooh, you climbed in my ass like that. You know what? You got to come be my right-hand person. She held it down, called his ass out. That's why I find it insulting that they say, well, she refused to go after him. Wait a minute. Go back to the primary. Oh, she ain't got no hold back on Joe Biden. It's just that she respects Joe Biden, and she's protecting Joe Biden because Joe Biden respected and protected her. But in her book, she points out how Joe Biden's team was hating, and how the Democratic Party was hating. So let's go into that. And there's some other things that she goes into. I just found out, and I got an apology to my Clarity group. I got to bring this out. I just found out that Mom Donnie was hating on her during the campaign. I didn't know. I wasn't even focused on that. I didn't know what a Mom Donnie was. I'm in Chicago. I didn't know what was going on. But Mom Donnie was hating on her and other people. And that's one thing, they just recently clapped back on. Why are you asking us to support you by October, but you was hating on us and you didn't like us? You don't want to fuck with us. Now you talk about we must. You got an attitude about it. We must support you. And I understand. I also understand why she, said in the Rachel Maddow, I'm supporting the Democrats. And the reason she said that, not just because Mom Donnie was hating on her, but she was also trying to make sure that she didn't get hit with the support of Mondani, when she runs. If she's a regular citizen and she ain't never ever going into politics, which she has never said, she sure as hell wouldn't have said that. Oh, let's go deeper in that. So here we are in the case where I saw that she climbed inside Joe Biden's ass back in 2020 like a black woman would. I'm talking about take off. You see this up here, black women? That's Jill Scott. Jill Scott. I was one of the first people in the world to promote Jill Scott. You guys don't know who Jill Scott is? Just look up. Multi-platinum artist, Grammy-winning artist, incredible lady out of Philly. And she has this song, Take Off My Rings and Get Some Vaseline. That's where Kamala was at in the primaries. And I didn't even know her mama was an idiot. I didn't even know it. That's a black woman from Howard, who could have went to Ivy League schools. Her father, she could have went like her little sister did on a deal. She had to hustle her way to get into Howard. And then she ended up becoming an AKA. Come on now. No. Alpha, Kappa, Alpha. Let me tell you something, y'all. I'm telling you, this woman is smooth, smart, and brilliant. She's going to, 1, work through the book tour. 2, she's going to support the midterms and do grassroots campaign. And in 2027, 2 years from now, she's going to announce and she's going to trounce them people in the primary in 2028. Then she's coming for that ass for anybody who's trying to run out of the Republican circle. J.D. Vance don't have a chance. Vance ain't got a chance. But you know what? There ain't nobody else out there who can hold the banner like Trump. For real. They just basically played the Trump card as far as they could. I mean, if he's living by then, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying to you and I'm saying to everybody else, yo, let's be very clear. Let's be very absolutely clear that Kamala is coming back. And when she comes back, she's going to grab either Jasmine Crockett or Letitia James to be the DOJ head, Secretary of Justice, and it's going to be on. And there are 8 different types of investigations. If you're in the Clarity group right now, watching this from the classroom in the Clarity reports, look under the 8 different investigations. I got a whole bunch of more stuff coming. I got a ton of stuff coming in just to show you even more. Here's the other thing to understand. When she becomes president, it ain't over. The fight is still there. This is what I'm saying to the Clarity group. The fight is still there. Why is the fight still there? Because right now, what she's dealing with is a scenario where she has to do reconstruction for the nation, both internally and externally. This man has got 173 more weeks to fuck things up. I admit. No, she ain't gonna come out the sky and take them away. But here's the good thing about our country, and this is what most left people don't understand. That's why you're stressing, and that's why you should be in the Clarity group. And if you're in the Clarity group, get over to my YouTube. I'm gonna put a link to the YouTube of this very thing and let them know your opinions and thought on the Clarity group. Please help me do that to help other people get in here and understand. The reality is that this is a time to rebuild you. Notice I didn't say Democrats. Notice I didn't say democracy. I'm talking about you. Rebuild you. You got 173 weeks to work on you. And work on you means, what are you taking in? Are you listening to the Trump administration? Are you listening to J.D. Vance? Are you listening to all these left alarmist people? Are you listening to the left people who do the conspiracy theory stuff and run out conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory with no end in mind and no actual action and stress you out? Are you listening to the doomsday people, the rapture, the doomsday, it's the end of the world? Are you listening to those people who say Donald Trump is an autocrat, a fascist, and a dictator? No, he's not. He's a wannabe. Because if he was an actual one, I would be in jail or dead or both, or every other opponent he has, just like Putin. Do not accept him, talking about him being a wannabe, and there are people who are fighting back, and you need to hear that every day, every week, that talks about this. And when you're in the Clarity group, you got it. You not only got me saying it, but there's hundreds of people in the Clarity group who are saying it too, who are backing up, bringing great energy. We're not talking about alarmism, conspiracies, and doomism. We're talking about the real shit happening behind the board that people in YouTube and all the other social medias are too punk ass and too pussy whipped to say, because they some punk ass biatches. Did I get your subscription on YouTube at least? I know, right? That's a great time to bring it up. Did I get your subscription there? Okay. At the very least, check out the next video. If you're on YouTube watching this, look at the next video. But honestly, your next move needs to be moving your ass over to the descriptions in the video or over on the homepage of YouTube and join my fucking group, because they are awesome. And Clarity members, let them know. Go over there to my YouTube and let them know. This is something that is changing lives, bringing stress down. Tell them the story. Tell them what's up. Tell them what's up, because it's happening. We're going to be all right. We're going to make it. And Kamala Harris is going to be the next president of the United States. And it's not going to be just the end. I want to say that real quick. It's not over. That's where the reconstruction begins. We got to pull back together. Not just them, us, pull back together. And one last thing. When I say look at you and build you over the next 173 weeks with the Clarity group, that's what I'm talking about. How do you rebuild yourself and look at what you are taking in? Realize there's a law of polarity. And the law of polarity says nothing's all bad and nothing's all good. The good part of this is that you can work on you, just like the pandemic. You notice everybody started working on them, right? Here's a chance to work on you and realize that you need to know your government better. What do we know about the government right now that tells us that Donald Trump ain't taking over elections? Well, number one, we know the three branches of government. And I know what some of you are going to say, but yeah, he owns the other two branches. No, he doesn't. He has the upper courts. I even had to straighten out my own sister in the law talking about he owns the legit. I said, no, she don't. Tree. He got 607. That's what I call her, Teresa, short for tree. 607. Or Yaya. She likes to be called Yaya now because she's the grandmother. But you see, yeah, I tell her, I say, listen, there's 677 judges across 94 districts, across 50 states. Of course, she knew that, but I wanted to bring out, they handle 99% of the court cases. 1% is only handled by the Supreme Court, even though we get hit with some big blows from the Supreme Court. Yes, we do. But understand the count, and that's why you get in the Clarity group, because the count clearly shows that we got, out of 170 plus cases, almost 180, he's lost 140 of them. He's not winning every damn thing. He's getting his ass whipped because his people are incompetent. How do we know? Because he submits the wrong papers to indict an FBI director who shouldn't be indicted in the first damn place, and who's going to beat that case like that because it's bullshit. And then they submit the wrong evidence to fight that the trans people should not be in the military. And the judge dismissed it because turns out the evidence they were submitting was showing evidence just the opposite, that they should be in the military and we should be honored to have them. These guys don't know what they're doing. They're idiots. We got 173 weeks of idiocracy. And then how do I know that our government clearly shows that he can't steal the election? Because these are the United States of America. He's not going to be able to trump over the states. He wasn't able to do it in 2020. That's why he made all that damn noise. But we see him coming a mile away with this bullshit. When he tried to get rid of mail-in ballots and do an executive order, you can't do that because you can't trump over states. Constitution, bitch. Well, really, he's not doing this. He is not winning. The biggest thing he's winning right now on the left is getting in your heads. That's the wealthiest thing he has, is the space he rents for free in your head, thinking that you can do it. See, there's ignorance on the right and the left, and it's not to put you down. Ignorance is just not knowing. On the right, he's got them gleamed up. We know what's going on the right, but let's talk about the left. If you are nervous and freaked out over this man, then that means you don't know your government, your history enough, and you should come to the Clarity Group where I just come in and straighten you out. On top of that, you can reach me directly. People are shocked how quickly I reply back to them. I don't do emails, I don't do DMs in social media, but I do hit you the fuck back on this shit. Like real talk. I talk right there, because I'm right there. I support my Clarity members. I support my group. I love my community. It's our community. Make it your community. Have you joined yet? If you're already a Clarity member, get over to that link below this video and co-sign what I'm saying here. It's real talk. We're family in here and real people, and you feel 1,000% better. All right? Especially before the price goes up, because the price is going up. It's tripling. Real talk. I'm undervaluing. I need to value what it is, because ain't nobody else doing this. Period. I love y'all, whether you're on social media or otherwise. If you can't afford the Clarity Group, whatever, I understand. Don't profess out there, I don't have money. When you say that in the world, that's what the universe brings back. Say, I'm wealthy and healthy, and one day hope to be in there. And that thing, that's cool. Here's the other thing I want you to understand, too. This free video stuff that I put on social media is thanks to the Clarity Group. Thank you, Clarity Group members. And that's what it really comes down to, all right? With humbleness, appreciation, and a whole lot of damn cussing, it's Darren Monroe. Check out my next video if you're on YouTube. At least you'll get a chance to binge watch my content and laugh a lot. Love y'all.